Alright boys, welcome back to another video. Knicks Daily here. We've got breaking news. The team has traded for forward Mikal Bridges, a player who went to Villanova with Brunson, Devo, and Hart, a player who before the All-Star break was averaging 22, 5, and 4, and then his play just completely fell off. And I think the reason for that was that he just wasn't in the right headspace. He wasn't playing with a team that was competing for a playoff spot, a championship. He also wasn't playing with his best friends, guys that he went to college with and won a national championship with, and Jalen Brunson, Donte DiVincenzo, and Josh Hart. The reason why Bridges fits our team so well, where do I begin? He's on a cheap contract. He's an amazing defender. He's just 27 years old. He's on a cheap contract. He's got great chemistry with his team. He's durable. Mikal Bridges does not miss games. This was a guy who averaged 26 a game on 60.7 true shooting percentage after last season's trade deadline for Brooklyn. He became a better ball handler and a playmaker this season as well. I mean, the Knicks right now are a significantly better team than they were yesterday. And it's just as simple as that. You look at our current depth chart, we didn't have to give up Julius Randle or Mitchell Robinson. And that was exactly what we wanted this season. I didn't want to trade Julius Randle. I just wanted somebody who can defend the perimeter. That is a better three-point shooter. And we got Mikal Bridges, who does exactly that. As of right now, our starting lineup is Jalen Brunson, Donte DiVincenzo, Mikal Bridges, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson. OG and Hartenstein are unrestricted free agents. We'll wait and see on that. Before I get more on Bridges, let's talk about what does this mean for Isaiah and OG. So, according to Adrian Wojnarowski, the Knicks are still determined to keep OG in free agency, but the ability to re-sign center Isaiah Hartenstein becomes more difficult now. The Knicks are loading up on wings to match up with the NBA champion Boston Celtics. This is exactly how you build a team. You attack them on the perimeter with your defense, and then you have a Jalen Brunson who can put the ball in the bucket as well as anyone else in the league. Donte DiVincenzo with his three-point shooting ability is amazing. You have Miles McBride coming off of the bench. But the question is, what do the Knicks do next? Because we cannot afford to lose OG. He's a guy who we went 20-3 with when he played for us. We didn't lose back-to-back games the entire season. Not to mention OG had a 49% shooting clip, 39 from 3. He was giving us 14 points, 4 boards, 2 steals, and a block. A couple of assists as well. So OG and Mikal Bridges would automatically be one of the best 1-2 perimeter defensive punches in the league. What does Boston beat you with? They're three-point shooting, but they beat you with Tatum and Brown. Those guys were just attacking the Mavericks at will. The Mavs never had a chance, but they're not doing that against OG and Bridges, right? But if we lose Isaiah Hartenstein, that opens up a massive, massive problem. Because Mitchell Robinson, can we depend on him with his injury concerns? I don't know. I don't even know if Mitch is fit to be a starting center in a championship team. And I hate to say that because, man, it's my team and I do really like Mitch, but Isaiah just seems like he's kind of built to play in the bright lights. And we saw that when Mitch went down, he only elevated his play. But we have to fill out the roster, right? Precious is a restricted free agent. I can never seem to get that right. Looking at a guy like an Alec Burks as an unrestricted free agent. Jericho Sims, we have to make a decision on his contract. So we have a lot of guys locked up, but we also have a lot of open spots on this roster. And Mikal Bridges is definitely a step for the right direction. He makes us a significantly better basketball team, but we still have other concerns with this roster that need to be addressed. But we have to take this one step at a time because that's how you build a successful championship basketball team. And I think the Knicks definitely made a good trade. 5 first-round picks for a guy who many seem as a role player might seem a little bit over the top, but Mikal Bridges is far from a role player. He's proven time and time again that he can be a very highly effective and efficient scorer. He's a good defender. He's got a good mentality as well for the game of basketball. He's just the type of player that you want on a championship level team, a team that is coming after the defending champions in the Boston Celtics. The Celtics have owned the East for years now. It's time that somebody dethrones them and is able to get over the top and be able to beat them. And the Knicks, as of right now, at the time of me recording this, certainly have the best chance to do that. We saw that the Knicks went into TD Garden at the end of the year and held a 30-point lead going into the fourth quarter. We've seen the Knicks as well in the month of January when OG, Brunson, and Randle were all on the court. They only lost 2 games. And then the injuries kicked in, and the Knicks started to fall off. But then they still found a way to win 50 games to be the 2 seed in the East. And it was supposed to be New York against Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. But then OG got injured. And that's my thing with OG, is that he hasn't played 70 games since his rookie season, which was 2017, 2018. Not to mention during the Raptors 2019 finals run, he ended up getting injured and didn't play. The Knicks against the Pacers, hamstring injury, misses whatever was it, the end of game 2 or whatever, and then he comes back in game 7, but he only played a couple of minutes because he wasn't even close to being able to play, yet alone 100%. So a lot of people seem to think, I got a text from a friend, that this means OG's gone. No, this means that OG, if anything, is more likely to come back because the Knicks are going to pair Bridges with OG. There's no way in hell the Knicks are going to let OG walk when they gave up RJ Barrett and Emmanuel quickly, but also they're not going to let him walk to a team like Philly, because if he goes to Philly, all of a sudden the Knicks are one step farther away for winning a championship, right? The Knicks are not going to put them into a situation to where they are farther away to a championship than they were this season in 23-24. And that's why the picks are irrelevant. A first round pick in 2025 does not get the Knicks closer to a championship. You can make an argument that, yeah, sure, okay, the 24th or the 25th pick, or do we have 23 and 24? I think we have 23 and 24, but regardless of what we do have, that rookie does not get the Knicks closer to a championship. Now, you can make the case that, yeah, for the future, it's great because we can develop him, but there's no way a first-round rookie is playing a huge part of our rotation, because we know Tibbs doesn't like to develop young players, and he doesn't have trust in them, right? So it's not a situation that the Knicks are going to be interested in. So I love this move. I gave it an A in my stream. For the Nets, I'd give it an A as well. I don't think the Knicks won this trade because they gave up 5 first-round picks, but at the same time, they won the trade because they're closer to winning a championship. The Nets are farther ahead in their rebuild now, which they were going to enter anyway. So massive haul for a player that is not an all-star or superstar caliber player, but his impact in terms of winning will be all-star-like, if not higher, because Bridges, everything he does is exactly what the Knicks were looking for this offseason, and he's going to do it at the highest level. So when you look at Mikal Bridges, he shoots the 3-ball, he defends, he can shoot off the dribble, and of course he has an amazing friendship, which matters, right? Amazing friendship with Devo, Hart, and Brunson. We talk about the Lakers hiring JJ Redick as their head coach. He's got a great relationship with LeBron and AD, and that's a huge reason why he got the job. It's a huge reason why the Knicks made this trade, was because of his relationship with the team. So I'm super excited, and I just can't wait for the season to start. I mean, last season was awesome, but we never got a fair chance. And I'm hoping that this time around, we can get that, or at very least put ourselves into a better situation to where we can gain more depth so that these guys aren't as tired. And Bridges certainly does that, right? So, but yeah, really outside of that, there's not much else to say. I made an entire stream, which was about 50 minutes long, talking about this and breaking it down for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the video. It's your boy, Knicks Daily. I'm signing out. Peace.